Welcome everybody back to my channel. My name is Fem, and we are going to get back into some Noble. We we shall see how well we go with Humphrey's line, because so far Humphrey cannot have any more kids because his wife is too old to have kids. So now I see, so before I think she could have still possibly had kids. But now that her hair is fully gray, I think she cannot have any more kids. So we are at year 200. We may end up having to move to a different, no longer Humphrey. I don't know who we'd move to. After slipping on a suspiciously well-placed banana peel tossed by a grinning merchant, Russie the Second twirled with such poise that nearby jugglers applauded. He had only managed to collect a measly quarter of the expected coin from the wily trade caravan. Right, how did this go? Despite fierce competition, including a suspiciously radiant maiden from afar, Cryrix III charmed Liam II with a heartfelt poem. Oh, they're so cute! About lost chickens. Of course, when we talk about lost chickens, goats, any like farm animals, boom, we good. We good. Prompting immediate engagement. Yay. During the grand courtship at House Sabador Court, Galetus II shielded their ward from a tumbling chandelier. Good. I'm going to send you to go take care of that. Malige, at the wedding feast of Florian and Maliava VII, Adatus III spilled a goblet of wine straight into the lap of Wererus, thus ensuring House Alistair is discussed in every corridor gossip for weeks. Malige, after a stunning display of 4 smiles and cold clammy hands, Florian and Maliava VII were reluctantly bound in wedlock. Meanwhile, a crate of mediocre apples found its way to House Alistair as a gift from Maliava VII's ever thrifty aunt. So, I think they're cute. Yeah, I think they're cute. Oh, Evatinus died. I am sorry to hear that. Humphrey can get remarried. Nah. I'm not going to. All right. There's still a lot. So these two got married. They're cute. Anne lost her kid. Still shocked about that. It's like, oh, it's so much going on, guys. So much happening. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go with that. And let's send your dad. I think it's your dad. As Oted and the ragtag bandits demanded tribute, Gilloa III distracted them with a raucous jig atop the carriage, causing loot to be swapped for a crate of fine wine. She's actually cute. Oted is actually cute. Arriving with a grin and a jingle, Leo Grace III distracted Oted and the crew by juggling apples while the horses trotted the carriage to safety. What is with everybody in juggling? Now he's the jester. I guess everybody in this family loves juggling. And animals. With an ungodly amount of groaning and screaming, Gunless had a difficult but successful delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. Good job, good job. There's so much going on right now. So much. Oh, who died? Oh, Galetus died. I'm so sorry. I'm going to send your grandson. Okay. I'm just double checking. How did this go? Malige, to the bafflement of Wererus II, Ret cowered under the grand dining table at the mere sight of a roasted boar's head. As the hall of House Melivator estate roared with revelry, Golis bravely navigated the sea of merrymakers. With a toast and a smile, Golis secured a hearty alliance. Good job. And the back to that. How did this go? Gold guts and a newly minted count. Malige, when the master of ceremonies announced the demise of Roswin IV, Roswin V lunged forward, arching an absurdly ornate scroll as proof of lineage, ink still drying from a suspiciously recent signature. Jealous spectators looked on as Roswin V claimed a heavy pouch of gold, apparently mislaid in the rush to switch family crests atop the dais. Thus, Roswin V emerged count, dripping with both pride and newfound coin. Ha ha ha. So it could go to Roswin again. It's charisma based. He has a lot of charisma. What about her? She does not have a whole lot of charisma. I don't necessarily have to put another one in there because he's so high with that. He might actually be fine. After a stunning display of 4 smiles and cold clammy hands, Ganymede and Guntilla II were reluctantly bound in medlock. And of course, apples from an ever thrifty aunt. Ooh, they do not look happy. More babies! Yay! So many babies! And they went straight to it, even though they weren't necessarily happy. At the wedding, they still were like, I don't care. We making babies. Alice, you can help with that. And then we need, who do we need for this one? Ooh, Avima. You're perfect. I'm still debating. Do I have anybody who would even be really good at this? Ooh, you might be. I'm gonna put you in there too, just to be safe. More babies! More babies! Yes, let's get some more babies. Let's get as many babies as we can. I could do Patka. Who else can possibly do it? Looking for the best qualified one. Ooh, Joanma. You'd be perfect for that. Let's see. Rorilla, who can you possibly marry? If, honestly, I am going to say this, and I'm not trying to be mean, but if MT dies, I am getting Humphrey remarried. I don't know if that'll change anything, if he'll be able to have a kid regarding that. I don't know. I can only hope how that'll go, but we'll just have to see. So far, no one's a really good match. Do we have anybody who would be really a good match? I do want to get Arthur married, so I'm going to give it to Arthur and see if he can get married to her or not. I don't know. We'll see. All right. How did this go? After the priest finished the world's longest sermon, Quirex III and Liam II exchanged vows so sweet even the party crasher shed a tear, and everybody grew cavities. While, sealing the union while servants scrambled to keep the wild geese from the wedding cake. Aw. Where are they? The newest couple. It's hard to remember who's the newest couple anymore. So many. So someone's sick. You are gonna go deal with that. We do have another one, Athaman II. You see, you'd be perfect for that. Who would go? I'm gonna have Pedka the IV help you with that. Okay. So who's the one that's sick? William. Okay. How did this go? Wisdom wafting over cold caskets. As the priest's droning prayer threatened to lull the mourners to sleep, Adusi III stood up and with a single glare corrected the priest's muddled recounting of Evitinus II's long and questionably heroic life. Even the undertaker nodded, impressed by Adusi III's encyclopedic memory of ancestral scandals. The rest of the guests suddenly sat straighter, pretending to recall their ancestors with half as much wit. He's now wise. Good. That's perfect. I'm happy for that. All right. What do we got going on here? Malige, during the courtship at House Diresiator's courts, and Garrus II outpaced every suitor in the dance, leaving Galenus II gasping for air. If that wasn't enough, they also wrestled a bear for entertainment, proving their unmatched vigor. In an unprecedented turn at House Diresiator's court, and wowed the gathered nobles with a peculiar courtship gift, a live chicken to ward off bad spirits. We know that works. His bold move enchanted Galenus II, leading to their engagement, much to everyone's bewilderment. I hope it goes well for her, because she's had it rough. She's had it rough. I'm going to send Sangarius to go help with that. How did this one go? As thunder crashed and nurses flailed about, Maliava VII survived a perilous pregnancy, but the baby didn't. I'm sorry. You guys can keep having babies. Trust me, it'll work. A duel promised, a title misplaced. Malige, as the dust of coronation settled, Rosawin the Fifth congratulated Alila Diresiator with a handshake so awkward that a passing scribe tripped over their own parchment in sympathy. A misguided compliment about Alila's fashion sense swiftly escalated into a declaration of crossbow combat. With Rosawin IV permanently out of the running, Alila scooped up the Baron title, while Rosawin V earned a reputation for relentless, if clumsy, decency. Are you kidding me? Really? Rude. We didn't get it. Pain in the butt. In a chaotic world of noble rivalries and power plays posy, the second defied expectations and peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Yay, good job, Posy. Now it's already a name. Already a floral name is Posy. Amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Ganymede, Guntilla II quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. We have a Ganymede II. Nice. Who can help you with this? Oh, Gilawad is actually really good at that, so he can possibly help with that. And nothing happened at that funeral. All right. Let us keep moving on. Onward and upward, I say. Oh, Jet died. I mean, at least he had a kid. Oh, Jason's sick. Who can help? Who would be good? Anybody who's available. MT, go help, I suppose. You're pretty good. Anything else over here? Oh, see, I knew they would try for babies again. See, they'll be fine. Against all odds and several stern glares from Atherman, Arthur wooed Rorilla with an ode to their unique aroma, prompting Rorilla to accept the engagement, and earning Rorilla the regrettable title, Rorilla the Foul, among snickering courtiers. Rude! I'm going to have Avima go to that one. Okay. And we do have Mariah, which I could give it to Merlin or someone else. We do have plenty. Ooh, it looks like it would be perfect for Leogarius. Alright, do we have anyone who would really, really help with this? I want somebody who's really good. Like, really, really good. Ooh, Gunless, you are perfect. Please help them. I want them to have a baby. Because I want them to. That's why. Malige, amidst the opulence of the House Bilitor court, you see the second relentlessly pursued Atherman, the second ultimately charming them with tales of dragon slaying and pie baking. Again, dragons and pie always wins. Now betrothed, one can only wonder if it's love or strategic pie alliance. It's all about the pie, man. We already know it's all about the pie. Amidst the flutter of House Bilitor's courtship invitation, Petka the Fourth valiantly defended House Salator's young maiden from the advances of Atherman the Second. Nice. Good job. I'm gonna send... Let's send Giletus to go help with that. Who is sick? Avima. Who can nurse you back to health? Who would help with this? Who would be perfect? Wilfrida's pretty good. I'm gonna send Wilfrida to go help you. She has so many kids. And there's a lot going on. Alright, how did this go? In a dazzling display of questionable marksmanship, Roswin V managed to graze their own cheek with a crossbow bolt, while Alila tripped over a particularly stubborn sheep, leaving both a scar and Alila's dignity behind. Well, I mean, she kind of got that on herself. During the wedding of Anne and Galenus II, an inebriated servant mistakenly dropped a heavy pouch of gold onto Sangarius IV's lap. Cool. After a suspiciously lengthy exchange of vows and a priest who nearly nodded off, Galenus II and Anne Salister, yay, emerged triumphantly wed, beaming at each other as if nothing could possibly go wrong for at least the rest of the day. Yay! She finally got married. I am so thrilled about that, because that is actually like, yes. Wanted her to get married. Oh, Bear. We get to see Bear again. There's Bear again. Is he married? Oh, he is married. To someone who's too old. She's 67. She's not going to have any kids. He doesn't have any kids. Bear's 62. Oof. Oh. Interesting. Well, all right. So who shall we send? Someone good. I guess I'm going to send you just because I can. I'm just hoping that works out, you know? I'm just gonna send you to go help with that, I suppose. Do we have anything else that we possibly need to look at? Nope. Alright. Malige, as Iotia III sat through the dreariest funeral in recent memory. Excuse me. A herd of famished courtiers mistook House Alistair's entire cartload of olive oil for ceremonial anointing. Oh, excuse me. Slicking every surface until the hall resembled an eel pit. Ew. Malige, the illness that plagued our dear Jason, has come to a close as they have miraculously recovered from the brink of death. Rumors of their illness have spread, making House Alistair slightly more well-known. Yay! MT helped. Quite a bit, honestly. Luck triumphs over House Bilitor. Suspicion. While Arthur Salister fumbled their vows and dropped the ceremony ring straight into a soup tureen, Rorilla dove after it without hesitation, resurfacing victorious and beaming. The crowd, including a very suspicious Jasper, could only gape as the couple declared eternal loyalty ring, still dripping with broth. Thanks to this culinary mishap, House Salister now finds itself a hot topic in every noble's whispered conversation. But at least Arthur finally got married. I've been trying to get Arthur married for a while now. Like, seriously. I really have. I will take a look at that in a second. Who do we want to send? I'm going to send you to go help with that. Alright, Come on, please have a kid. As the halls of the House Alistair estate echoed with screams of childbirth, Maliava the Seventh finally expelled a squalling bundle of joy. Yay! Healthy legitimate son! That continues Florian's line. The cool thing is Maliava was originally in this household as well. So she's back. That's actually really, really cool. So I'm actually happy to see that. That's pretty cool. All right. Anything else? Nope. We have a huge family. All right, let's get to 205. Okay. I'm trying to make sure that I go through a whole year before I click on stuff now because it's just easier that way. Melige, after an exchange of vows that nearly set the priest's beard aflame with their sheer awkwardness, Athaman the second and you see the second managed to tie the knot, grinning as though the gods themselves had dared them to enjoy it. Yay! I'm so happy to hear all these courtships or marriages are actually happening. After pelting Mariah with awkward poetry and 3 questionable love songs, Leo Garrus III secured an engagement, much to the delight or horror of House Diresitor. Rumor now is that even the chickens of House Alistair are speaking of the match. I'm going to send Crystal to go help with that. These two are having a baby again. But of course, I want someone who's really, really good. You are going to help them with that. I know you haven't had your own baby yet, but I don't really care. You'll have it soon enough. I'll send you to go help with that. All right, how did this go? When House Maliavator's gesture began juggling flames. Okay, Kuricus, yep, helped. Okay, I guess that's all that happened there. On the manicured lawn outside the House Alistair estate, Stebrus III and Philemon both ran out of crossbow bolts, declaring a draw. While a stray shot took off Stebrus III's leg. Much to the horror of a passing sheep. I don't know how a passing sheep has such horror regarding something like that, but sure. Oh, didn't we try and marry 5 men at one point in time and he was just such a pain? Let's go with it. Who do we want to send? Send you, see? Anything else? I know we have this, but I don't really have anyone to help with that at the moment. Let's go through the whole year. Good. Melige, after weeks of coughing up more phlegm than a tavern wench has tankards, William Alistair finally succumbed to the illness. Oh. Well, William died. I guess him and Joanne are not going to have any more kids. Melige, as the priest stumbled through the vows, Leo Garrus III and Mariah exchanged rings and glum glances, sealing an unhappy union, while Walpus III somehow managed to fatally bean Arila II with a poorly aimed celebratory goblet. Does she have any kids? Okay, at least she has kids. Yes. Yeah, I bet you're upset about that. At the wedding feast of Leo Garrus III and Mariah, Crystal spilled a goblet of wine straight into the lap of Walpus III. Okay. How did that go? After an arduous collection across House Alistair lands, Gunora II gathered every last horse, log, and lump of iron. Okay, good. Melige, after an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Maliava VII brought forth a robust, legitimate girl. Yay, we have a Maliava! So we could go with Maliava because we have, she is the 9th. And I believe we left off with Humphrey the 9th. Ooh. So we could go with Maliava because if Humphrey does not have it, because he's the 9th, we do have a 9th over here. Interesting. We could definitely do that. As Avima II coughed up their last breath due to an unfortunate bout of illness, various servants scrambled like headless chickens while the doctor declared the obvious. That sucks. Avima. Which one was Avima? She was over here somewhere, right? I'm trying to remember where everybody is. It's so much death. Oh, Stubbornness died. Yeah, they never had any kids. Never had any kids. A Ducey, you're gonna go to that. Oh, Humphrey is sick now too. Jeez Louise. Maybe your daughter can help with you? Because she did have one kid at least. If I really kind of want her to die so he can have kids, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I really don't. I really don't think it's going to happen. A proposal and 3 silver words. At the courtship of Ema III, with a voice as smooth as buttered velvet, spoke 3 silvery words that left the court in awe. why not us? The simple query wrapped in charm and intrigue ensnared the heart of Hyman II, who promptly declared an engagement amidst the incredulous murmurs of the courtiers. Thus, Avima III earned the title of Avima III the Silver-Tongued for the unmatched eloquence. Good job. Go Avima. All right. I don't need that anymore, so who can help with that? Actually, you're very, very good at that, so I'm going to have you help. No, it's not really working for you over there. Not really with you. Not really jiving with anyone so far. Jason, I don't think you can have any kids. I'm going to give it to Krurikas because maybe it'll work. What was this again? Oh, this is somebody else's crown. We're trying to get... Okay, so we're trying to get a title here. So we need wit. Do we have anybody who's really, really good wit and has kids? I'd give it to MT, but she doesn't have any kids. Oh, perfect. Goodness? Go. So I'm going to try and go through a full year each time because it'll get us a little bit further along before anything else. But we are unfortunately having a lot of death. MT did die. I was kind of hoping she'd die at some point, but it's still sad. I wanted her to have kids, but maybe I can get him married because I do have a young maiden, Asanma II. She's very witty too. I'm gonna try it, see if he can get married. I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll see. Count the scars and the claims. As the master of ceremonies called for claimants, Gunless Salister boldly lunged for the ceremonial scepter, only to be nicked across the cheek by a jewel-studded ring worn by Aelrenis II. Maliavator snatched it first. With Maliava the sixth, lying in state, the hall erupted in whispers as Aelrenis II was anointed count before a crowd, now intimately familiar with House Alistair's new, if lopsided, fame. Darn it. She should have gotten that. She was really good, though. Oh, they're having another one. Oh, no, wait. No, they're finally having one, I should say. Sorry. Getting people mixed up. Amidst the grand wedding, Avima III and Phyman II exchanged looks of terror as negotiation crumbles. No! Come on! Ugh. Sucks so bad. Maybe it'd be better with Ralphus? Yeah. Let's send Yusi, I guess. How did it go over here? With an ungodly amount of groaning, screaming, Posey second had a difficult but successful delivery, giving birth to a healthy, legitimate boy. So now we have a Rosalind the 7th. Alright, so who can help with this one? I mean, Gintella would be good, but do we have anybody better? I always want to see if I have anybody even better. Ooh, Gunless, you are just so good at these things. Please help. After Gunrima II paraded a basket of wilted posies and an awkward poem, Quiricus IV gallantly agreed to an engagement, pausing midway only to rescue a toppled serving boy, earning nods of approval from the ever-watchful Paul Burris. I'm going to send Galetus to go help with that. And do we have anyone for this? Oh. So nothing happened at the funeral over here. Alright, do we have anybody to go collect dues? Maliava, please. And you can bring your husband with you because he's pretty good. Alright, so this one is also wit. We did send like our wittiest person and we still didn't get anything. I'm going to send Gilliward. Maybe it'll work. So what does he need? He needs charisma. His charisma is not that great though. Maybe we'll get it. I don't know. It's kind of like a 50-50 half the time, I find. It's like sometimes it'll work and sometimes it doesn't work. So it's up in the air. I'm just going to send Stunmas, I guess. I don't know. Go all the way, all the way, all the way, and 208. Your mother is actually pretty good. She might be able to help you. Liege, the halls of the House Alistair estate echoed with the screams of childbirth. Marilla heroically brought forth a healthy, legitimate baby girl. Defying the pain and insults hurled at the nurses, Arthur couldn't be prouder. Yay, good job. See, I knew I could get Arthur married. That's awesome. With every brick set and every blushing mason dismissed for improper banter, Sangaris II supervised the expansion while clutching a prayer book tighter than the drawbridge chains, utterly unmoved by even the most scandalous architect's tales. After Stemis II delighted in sending the architect's favorite hound to fetch bricks by tossing it into the moat, progress on the not-quite castle continued. Sadly, there's still no roof, so the steward's wigs remain tragically rain-soaked. And Sangarius died. No. Go to your grandfather's death. How did this go? At the coronation, Aelrenus II spent a solid hour recounting ancestral claims until the master of ceremonies, nearly asleep, finally handed over the count's circlet. Oh, are you kidding me? This guy is just a pain. In a whirlwind of awkwardly gallant gestures and feigned charm, Humphrey the Ninth swept Osanma II off their feet, securing an engagement with the newly titled Osanma II the Benevolent. Nice. And this, in a spectacle outside the House Alistair estate, a liege III expertly shot the feather from Crystal II's cap, while a sneaky House Salupinor servant trotted off with a crate of House Alistair's finest olive oil. No one's pride or pantry was spared. I don't remember who that one was. I'm going to send Ganymede to go help with that. Liege, after an exchange of vows involving misplaced rings and a goat that absolutely did not belong in the chapel, Quiricus IV and Gunrima II left the ceremony arm in arm, beaming. Yay! So I got Quiricus. So here's the interesting thing. Rosawin, we have gotten to the 7th, but because we got Maliava back, we could go with Maliava. Which is, where is she? Right here. Maliava the 9th. So if the wedding for Humphrey does not work out and he doesn't have a kid to be the 10th, we could go with Maliava because she was originally in the family first. So we'll see how it goes. As Monas wept and a bumbling attendant tripped over their own robes, Avelis Salister discreetly accepted a crate of turnips, payment for services rendered, from a sheepish courtier before the priest could finish mispronouncing empty the second's name. Okay. Anything else that we need to deal with? Nope. Let's go through the next year. And made it. More sickness. That's a lot of sickness going on. Wow. Liege, in a union sealed with far too many toasts, Humphrey the 9th and Osama the 2nd wed beneath banners of House Salister, only to discover that House Billy tore pack their chests with enough jewels to weigh down 3 donkeys for the journey home. But he now has a new wife. Maybe they'll have a kid. I don't know. I can only hope. Let's have your sister help with you, I suppose. Who else? Why is everybody getting into duels? Stop getting into duels, guys. Come on. I'll send you to go deal with that duel. Ren. Oh, we see Ren again. Look. Is he married? Yes, he is. I wasn't sure if he was or wasn't. So I'm just going to send you to go do that. Oh, Quiricus III has died. Good thing we got his son married. I'm going to send Rusi, his wife. Okay, how did it go over here? A melancholy meltdown. The air in the House Elster estate was heavy with sorrow as Humphrey lay in bed, their melancholy overwhelming. They refused to eat, drink, or even crack a smile. Rumors spread that the gloom was so potent it turned the flowers in their room into wilted black roses. And then, in a final act of tragic despair, Humphrey took one last breath and succumbed to their own melancholy, leaving the entire state in a state of deep mourning. I'm going to say she probably died because she just missed Evatinus. That's what I'm going to say. And seeing her daughter, go through what she went through. This line here is really not going very far, I'm noticing. Just noticing that. I mean, she's got a kid. And I know I'm not really helping much either. But they're old and I don't know if they can do, it's not really working over there, and we're having a lot more over here. She's 62. I don't know if she can have a kid. Ooh, it's perfect with her. And let's have your dad go with you. Liege, the audacious Hodsell, and the merry band of miscreants ambushed the Houselister carriage, making off with a hefty load of gold. Darn. Oh well. You can't win 'em all, right? In a chaotic world of noble rivals, in Power Place, Mariah defied expectations, peacefully brought a healthy girl into the world. Now we have a Mariah the Second, yay! After Avima the Third interrupted a harpist with a burp loud enough to silence the entire house sorrow of Aurora Hall, Ralphrus the Second, either smitten or seeking retribution, agreed to an engagement. Nice. In the throes of courtship at House Sorrow of Aurora's court, UC vigorously defended House Salister's fair maiden from Ralphrus II's overzealous advances. Nice. He's now the feisty. I'm gonna send Gilletus to go to that wedding. How did that go? After slipping on a suspiciously well-placed banana peel tossed by a grinning merchant, Maliava the eighth twirled with such poise that nearby jugglers applauded, yet only managed to cluck a measly quarter of the expected coin from the wily trade to caravan. Well, unless you still collected money, it's fine. Okay, death. Okay, so we have more sickness. Everybody's getting sick. Everybody's dying. Good gravy. So many of those. And then, who's the one constructing it? Oh, you. I guess take your wife with you. I guess I'm going to have you help with that. And then Crystal. I'm just going to give Crystal to help with that, too. Alright, let's go for another year. Oh, another person died. Oh no, Humphrey the Ninth. Well, we're definitely not going to stick with Humphrey anymore. Well, there goes the Humphrey line. Oy vey. I guess we are going to go with the other line that I was thinking. Maliava would be a perfect choice. Because at least Maliava, we've gotten to basically the same as Humphrey was, and she was in the household before, so. Astonishing Gilawad the second and Ren the second both managed to miss each other with every bolt. Good. How did this one go? In a masterclass of rational thinking, Golis Salister insisted on checking the crossbow's tension thrice before the duel, which gave Analrus ample time to aim. Are you freaking kidding me? Golis. Well, okay. At least you have a bazillion kids. After Ganora III serenaded Adberman II with an impromptu ballad about goats and inheritance, the bachelor from House Billy Tor eagerly agreed to engagement. Again, goats. It's always farm animals. Why is it always farm animals? Like they just love farm animals whenever it comes to courtships. Who knew? A purse dropped, no vows forgotten. Just as vows were exchanged, the priest sneezed with such force they could tell his elaborate wig flew into the wedding cake. The incident was declared an omen of prosperity, and spirits rose, contracts were signed, and Ralphrus II and Avima II sealed their union with broad grins and a heavier coin purse. Yay! They got married. Fabulous. She's gonna have your wife help you, I suppose. Okay, anybody over here can help with this? I mean, I suppose you are pretty good. Ooh, Petka, you can help with that. And then, do we have anyone over here? No, we do not. No titles over here. We do have title right here. Okay, and we have one Renora the Second. Do we have any eligible men? Yeah, we have plenty. I kind of do want Merlin to continue his line just because. Alright, oh, we're almost there. There we go. We might end this one early today, guys. It's been a rough day for me. So bear with me. I'm not sick or anything. It's just every woman's problem. The revelry repercussions. After an eventful visit to House Salupinor, Avilis found themselves at the center of a scandalous mishap. While innocently conversing with Ren III, a sudden gust of wind blew their cloak open, revealing a collection of love letters from various suitors. Ooh. Gasps and whispers erupted among the nobles, leading to a flurry of rumors and gossip. Though House Alistair has become slightly more well-known among other houses, they can now proudly say they are the talk of the town. Alright, guys, I am actually going to leave it here due to personal problems. We will come back and figure this out. Unfortunately, Humphrey is no longer with us, so we will have to go with either Rosawin or Maliava, which I think Maliava is probably who we're going to go for, because she was in the family initially. So she was pretty much near the beginning, somewhere near the beginning, somewhere up here, I remember. I don't know how far back she was up here, but she was pretty much near the beginning. So there's that. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you like my content. We're trying to get to 100. I am working on the Discord server. Once I get it up, I'll be putting it in the description below. But I hope to see you guys next time. And have an awesome day wherever you guys are. And I will see you all next time. Bye!